no return engagement. Woe to you blind guides who say, whoever swears by the temple, that is nothing, but whoever swears by the gold of the temple, he is obligated. Matthew 23:16. The religious of his day were offended because he did not follow their rules and traditions. He was bold and outspoken. He favored extreme change and how they valued things he felt was insignificant, which was the unlovely. He felt that they valued the wrong things. See, Jesus knew the power and prestige of the Pharisees, a key group of Jewish leaders. And he knew that they expected people to show deference or respect to them. But he loved the Pharisees and wanted them to see plainly who they were and how far many of them were from God's kingdom. What did he say to them? Now, to say Jesus was not the master of subtlety would be to put it mildly. Imagine a scene in which you would gather all the powerful leaders and religious elite so they could hear Jesus give a talk. When they are seated, Jesus comes out and his opening words are, "You bunch of snakes. You smell bad. You remind me of decomposed bodies walking around. You're hypocrites and blind guides, and I want to thank you very much for coming." See, it was not exactly a speech that endeared Jesus to the Pharisees, which was what the disciples pointed out when they told him with a sudden flash of insight, "We think you might have offended them." True, he was tender to the unfortunate, patient with the honest inquirers, and humble before heaven, but he insulted respectable clergymen by calling them hypocrites and snakes. He referred to King Herod as that fox. He went to parties in disreputable company and was looked upon as a weird man and a wine bibber, a friend of publicans and sinners. He assaulted indignant tradesmen and threw them and their belongings out of the temple. He drove a coach and horses through a number of horrible and old regulations. He cured diseases by any means that came handy, with a shocking casualness in the matter of other people's pigs and property. He showed no proper respect for wealth or social position. When confronted with neat dialectical or in accordance with dialect traps, he displayed a paradoxical humor that afforded or affronted serious-minded people. He retorted or answered by asking disagreeably searching questions that could not be answered by rule of thumb. He was empathetically not a dull man in his human lifetime, and him being God, there can be nothing dull about being God either. Would you agree? But he had a daily beauty in his life that made us ugly in officialdom well, that the established order of things would be more secure without him. So they did away with God in the name of peace and quietness, they thought. And in his teaching, he was saying, beware of the scribes who like to walk around in long robes and like respectable or respectful greetings in the marketplaces, in chief seats in the synagogues, and place of honor at banquets. Listen, don't fish for compliments lest you defy God while you are applauded. For Christ's soldiers march on through good talk on the right hand and evil talk on the left. No praise excites them, see? No criticism bothers them, see? They aren't puffed up by riches, nor do they withdraw because of poverty. They despise both joy and sorrow. The sun doesn't burn them during the day, nor the moon burn them at night. Don't pray on the street corners, for fear human applause may interrupt the straight course of your prayers. Don't flaunt your fringes, wear collars for show, or wrap yourself up in the self-interest of the Pharisees. Do you know what kind of dress the Lord requires? Wisdom, justice, self-control, courage. Let these be the four edges of your horizon. Let them be a four-horse team to carry you. We call it your Christ character. Go to your goal at full speed, my brother. Go to your goal at full speed, my sister. No necklace can be more precious than these. No gems can form a brighter galaxy. You are decorated by them. You are fastened in. You are protected on every side. They are your defense as well as your glory. Listen, for every gem is turned into a shield.